Don't record. Are we ready? Can I go? Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm glad to be here with you. I am Mel Brett, and I am the Executive Director of McDaniel College's Center for Experience and Opportunity. So some of you may know Joanna, you may know Daniel or Tim, and our new Director of International Programs and Study Abroad, Joan Liptrot. It's day 8 for her, so you may not have met her. But I work for all those folks, right? And in particular, we all work for you, right? Our focus is to make sure that the McDaniel commitment is alive in how you move across this campus and what your campus experience is like, right? So whether it's my design or my experience or my place, or today, my career, right? And one of the things we've done today is craft what we're calling an industry showcase. And so there are a variety of employers and community partners that are here to engage with you, right? To make sure that the connections are thick and rich and that you see the opportunities to take your McDaniel degree and deploy it in ways that are gonna build your career, right? So we're very excited and thankful to have each and every one of the industry showcase partners here with us today. I haven't met everyone yet, but I will work to get around to meet everyone. And my hope is that you all will do the same thing, right? And really value the opportunities that are here today. One of the ways you're doing that is by being here. So thank you all for being here. We're excited to see these connections manifest. And I'm gonna get out of the way now because I'm just yakking. I wanna make sure that I introduce our Associate Director for Career Development, Daniel DeHollander, and he'll talk to you about next steps, okay? Thank you.
So thank you, Mel. Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Victor. That's good energy. That's up here. So good morning, everyone. Excuse me. It's been a week. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Daniel DeHollander, Associate Director for Career Development. I'm exhausted because we just hosted our job and internship fair yesterday. How many folks were able to log on to that? Anyone here? That's okay, because we have our virtual offerings like the job and internship fair. At a school like McDaniel, we've got so many majors, so many programs, so many career paths that you all are following. So we do virtual events to try to accommodate everyone. To balance that out, we host in-person events like the tables. Sometimes you'll see recruiters tabling out here. We have recruiters, employers, community partners come to campus and host workshops. So you can go to those and learn skills from people in industry. And then today we're doing this industry showcase, focusing specifically on careers, opportunities, pathways related to psychology, social work, clinical mental health counseling. So we've brought out some great community partners and you're going to hear from them today. This is an opportunity, of course, to learn about their organizations, but also to make connections. Maybe there's organizations here that are not here that you're interested in. Chances are there's connections and there's contacts and there's ways that we can bridge those gaps. So hope you'll take full advantage of the day. What you all got when you checked in today is just a one-page paper back and forth, place where you can take notes, some suggestions on questions and talking points you might ask. So again, just something to get the conversation started here. But now what we'll do for this first portion is I'm just going to randomly, there's no order, invite our guests up to introduce themselves briefly. This is a great place to take notes on talking points that you might think about asking later on. So we'll run through the list of folks who are here and then it will become more of an open networking space for you all. So to get us started, please join me in welcoming our friends. So I'm going to go back here, Helping Hands family.
Okay, so we're Helping Hands family. My name is Matthew. I am a behavior analyst. And so what that means, if any of you have taken a psychology class, is that we utilize the science of behavior to improve socially important skills. So that could be anywhere from communication to replacement behavior, because some of our kiddos may be engaging in challenging behavior. And so what I do specifically is I work with children with autism. I guess speaking to all of you in your undergrad, I started out in my undergrad absolutely not knowing what I was going to do. I changed majors, I think 5 or 6 times, and I eventually ended up in criminal justice. Soon after that, I found this field We do have a high school level credential within our field known as the RBT, or the Registered Behavioral Technician. And so that's what I did. And I very quickly fell in love with not only children with autism, but this field. And now I have a master's degree in behavior analysis, and I am never going to look back. And so Helping Hands Family is based in Pennsylvania, but we're now moving into Maryland. And so we are opening up clinics in the Lanham area, the Columbia area, as well as the Rockville, North Bethesda area. And we are looking for registered behavior technicians. And so if this is something you're interested in, if you want to work with children with autism, or if you have any interest in applied behavior analysis, just please come by and come talk to us. There you go. Okay.
Cool. Thank you, Matthew. Okay, I've got my drink now. Next, I'd like to welcome Jordan from Civic Works Elder Services. And Jordan is an alumna of McDaniel College. So extra round of applause for that, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jordan Hebron. I do have the pleasure of serving for Civic Works Elder Services. I do manage the Cities for All Ages program, as well as our Summer Experience in Aging program, which I started there myself to bring more awareness to the needs for the aging population within Baltimore City and Baltimore County's communities. I did start off my career at Morgan State, obtaining my bachelor's in social work, and then based on all of the internships and different programs that I worked for throughout my matriculation, I focused mainly on the older adult population, which brought me to McDaniel, and I obtained my master's in gerontology, which is the the aging process, basically figuring out, how to successfully age properly, why we age the way we age, things like that. So working at Elder Services is near and dear to me. We do have so many programs there, two I already mentioned, and then we are spread out through Baltimore's communities, both city and county now. We do have other programs where we provide a lot of access for older adults to successfully age in place within their homes. We do that by providing grant funding to them for home repairs, home safety modifications, anything you need to successfully keep you in your home while you're aging. That's what we do. So it's hope to meet all of you today. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jordan. Next, a representative from Human Services Programs of Carroll County, Jenny. Coming around. Round of applause for Jenny, please. Almost fell off the platform.
Let's not make this Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. So I manage a $4.5 million budget. I direct over 45 staff members, and I make about 3,000 products annually. I also happen to work at a nonprofit. So most of the money that I manage goes right out the door, back into the hands of those who need it the most. The 45 staff I manage, about half are part-time, half are full-time. They all work incredibly hard for not a ton of money, making Carroll County a better place to live. And last but not least, those 3,000 products are the lives that we change annually by the services that we provide. So HSP is Carroll County's Community Action Agency. We are a charitable nonprofit organization, and we serve roughly as an entire agency over 6,000 low-income and at-risk men, women, and children every single year. As the Director of Shelter, Housing, and Economic Mobility, about half of those people are served by the programs that I manage. So HSP is a community action agency. So community action agencies were created in 1964 by Lyndon Baines Johnson as part of his unconditional war on poverty. Agencies like ours still exist today, over 1,000 of us across the country, and our goal is to eliminate poverty. Our goal is to develop services, mobilize our entire community to understand and meet the needs of those living in poverty, and provide them with a hand up, not a handout. So there are agencies like us in Maryland, all the way to California. And our goal, we were created in 1964 as part of all of the sweeping social change legislation that was passed. So civil rights bills, voter amendments, Medicare, Medicaid, all of this was passed with the idea that as a country, we are only as strong as our weakest link. So in order to have a thriving society, we must serve and work with and lift up our most vulnerable. So what do I do at HSP? I could talk a long time about what I do, but the short version is I manage our county's homeless response system, which includes the management of 3 shelters, housing programs for the homeless, countywide eviction prevention and security deposit assistance, employment program for ex-offenders, financial education programming, and last but not least, a free tax preparation site. So I actually graduated from Dickinson College, so a bit of a rival, about an hour and a half north. And I started my career in prison in my junior year. So I worked at both the county and state levels with corrections, and I loved every moment of it. I was fascinated. I wanted to understand why people did what they did. And that really led me to working in our communities so that I can actually, for me, it was about being the boots on the ground and being the person that could actually make that permanent change. And that's what led me to actually stay at HSP. I have been there 18 years and spent most of my career at our agency. I've been able to move up, start programs, and maintain those programs and grow both professionally and really personally in what I did for not just people, but for our entire community. So the nonprofit world is not simply about people doing good. I hate it when I explain what I do, when I hear the words, oh, God bless you. No, we've all heard it, right? But what we do is a dynamic profession. We are smart individuals, and to really thrive in the nonprofit world, you can't just go out and say, I'm going to do great things. You have to be good at everything. You have to be good from crisis intervention to client relations. You have to be good at data entry to statistical analysis, things like public speaking, grant writing, report writing, you name it, you have to be great at it to thrive in the nonprofit world. So if you're looking to not just change lives, but to grow and develop and become that dynamic professional, HSP or one of these awesome agencies could be a perfect fit for you. So thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. And I also want to thank HSP for their contributions to our career closet last week. So leading up to the job fair, we hosted a bunch of different workshops and different opportunities for students to prepare for events like this. That included our career closet, where we gave away free professional clothing. How many of you attended the career closet? Couple more hands. Okay, I got to get you to more events, y'all. But okay, so thank you for that and the services you offer Westminster and our county. Next, I would like to introduce our 2 representatives from Catholic Charities. Yes, thank you. And as you're able to come on the stage.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a bit nervous. So I had to, set the tone. Just a little bit about me. I am a talent acquisition partner for Catholic Charities of Baltimore. I've been with the agency for a little over a year. And just to know more about Catholic Charities, we are currently celebrating 100 years of improving the lives of Marylanders in need. The organization also is known to be one of the largest private providers of human services, with more than 80 programs and in 200 locations. Our dedicated and talented colleagues are focused daily on upholding the values to love, serve, teach, and work for justice as we unite in our mission. So just to know a little bit more about some of our therapist positions, we do have a department called VMCR, which is also known as Villa Maria Community Resources, where therapists offer both clinical and school-based behavioral health therapy for individuals struggling with mental health, emotional and behavioral issues. And we strive at the Villa Maria, the community resource, to improve individuals' behavior, schoolwork, habits, develop coping and relationship skills, along with managing anxiety and depression. Throughout Maryland, we have over 9 clinical behavioral health clinics. That includes Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Harford County, Frederick, and Cumberland, Maryland. Thanks, everyone. I'll just talk from here because I'm not going to get up to them. I'm Miriam McCluskey. I'm a talent acquisition partner for Catholic Charities, and we touch a number of populations. Anik has talked about the therapy, but we also have a Head Start right down the road on Clifton Parkway. So if you're an early childhood major, we typically have some positions at any given point in time. Feel free to stop by and talk to us about that. We also have counseling centers out here. And we're not too far down the road in Baltimore County, Baltimore City, Harford County. We actually go all the way with our counseling centers all the way to Cumberland. And I know it seems like it's a long time since I've been in college. Yeah, that's true. But fortunately, that's given me the opportunity to be with Catholic Charities for 30 years. And I've seen the progression of services that we had. We were much smaller when I started. And as needs come, we would improve that, particularly like with the clinics. They're in a much more diverse group, so it can help with that. We also work with the Esperanza Center for Immigrants. Anybody who speaks Spanish, come see me. I've got some jobs open that are down there, or maybe even internships, because I have some internships at the Esperanza Center as well. We work with, I've worked with the poor and the homeless, or recruiting for those positions for the whole time that I've been here. So it's a variety of different things. We also have a big workforce development. We help people find jobs. That didn't exist when I first started, but now we have that, and it's a big program, just like Carroll County. We're not in Carroll County for workforce development, but we are Baltimore City, Baltimore County. So Catholic Charities has a variety of different services that we provide, which then means we have a variety of positions. We have back office positions from time to time in human resources, accounting, grant writing, development. It could be all kinds of things. And I know that you've got some very good programs. We came to speak to some of the classes there, but I've also hired people from like your Target program. I didn't even know what Target was. I thought it meant you went shopping there. I didn't realize it was a master's degree program, and it had an excellent background and gave excellent skills to the individuals that I've hired from there. So please stop by. We may have your positions, maybe not. Just stop by and see what we have. Thank you very much.
Yes, so hopefully everyone is taking notes. Some of the opportunities that we're talking about today may apply to you, your background, your education level. Some of the opportunities that folks are speaking about may apply to you in the future based on additional credentials and additional education programs that are offered at McDaniel or not. So today is about charting that path just as much as it is about finding maybe specific opportunities. So next, random order here, I'd like to introduce the two Katies from Together We Own It. I'll step this way.
Good morning. My name is Katie. I'm the executive director and founder at Together We Own It. We are a local nonprofit just about a street over on John Street. We serve children, youth, and families impacted by trauma. And we do that primarily through relationship-based mentoring services. So we're not clinical. We don't have clinicians on our staff. We do partner with outside agencies to bring in that level of treatment and other things that our clients need, but we provide mentoring services. So we have programs for elementary, middle, and high school students. And then we also have mentoring programs for parents and families as well. We are also the only diversion program in Carroll County. So we partner with our local Department of Juvenile Services and the court system. And we have kids that are court ordered to our programs in lieu of prosecution. So we have all sorts of programs serving primarily youth, but we also work with their families as well. And we're getting ready to open a thrift store in our location, where we're going to be doing workforce development with our transition-aged youth, 18 to 24-year-olds as well. So lots of opportunities within our organization. We're always looking for interns and other help around the center. So reach out to us. About myself a little bit, I had a bachelor's degree in psychology, a master's in education, and I'm getting my doctorate in counseling. So just very passionate about the field and learning more. Specifically, my doctorate work is in trauma. So if you're interested, I know it sounds weird to be passionate about trauma, but if you're interested in working with people impacted by trauma, come check us out. We primarily provide those protective factors like having a positive adult in their life, some of the more social, emotional things, and addressing behavior. So reach out to us. Like I said, we're just a street over, so a quick walk from McDaniel if you're looking for a close internship.
Yeah, so regardless of the field, I know most of your psychology, being trauma informed is going to help you in any career path. So, and good luck on the doctorate. And thank you for being here today. Next, I'd like to introduce LaDonna and Kevin from Springfield Hospital Center.
Start? Okay. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Good. Okay. I'm LaDonna Von Crown. I am the HR director for Springfield Hospital Center, located down towards Eldersburg and Sykesville. It is one of the oldest mental health facilities in the state. Actually, it's the second one that was designated back by the legislation in 1896. So we've been around for a while. We have a very large campus with beautiful scenery. We have deers. Kevin said he saw someone almost hit a deer the other day on our campus. Just beautiful campus nature. In fact, we have an initiative with our CEO recently that we're going to do an Arbor Day, and we're going to plant trees on our campus, which is really quite exciting. A lot of different things that we're doing, both for the community and for our patients. Our patients are court-ordered or court-involved that come to our facility, and we have about 230-some patients currently, and we have over 700 employees to help maintain that campus and keep the people fed and the laundry cleaned and all those other things. But I'm going to let Kevin talk about recruiting because he is our recruiting guru.
My name is Kevin. I'm the recruiter for Springfield Hospital Center. Just a little bit of myself. I actually graduated from college about a couple of years ago from Colorado State University. It was actually political science, but I ended up here. So we have a variety of opportunities here at Springfield. As it was mentioned, we are a psychiatric hospital. It's a state facility under the Maryland Department of Health. So we offer a full range of services for the continued care for the patients that are assigned there, acute care. Also, we do have a significant deaf population. We have a variety of concentrations and fields that work at the hospital. Some mention would be nursing, psychology, psychiatry, rehab, and social work. Since we are a state facility, obviously our requirements are a bit more stringent. Generally, the physicians will take to be licensed in that field in order to work there. However, especially for you guys that are still currently in college and trying to obtain your degrees, we do have a variety of internship programs, and most of the departments that I mentioned, we do have opportunities for rehab interns, social work interns, psychology interns and externs. So we do have plenty of opportunities at the hospital, not just to get your foot through the door, but also to have a nice flowing career at Springfield Hospital Center and Maryland Department of Health. Thank you very much.
Okay. Just to let you know about some of the current positions we're recruiting for, of course, registered nurse, therapeutic recreators, activity therapy, sign language interpreter, licensed practical nurse, social work 1, therapeutic recreator. So we have a couple of those, art therapist. So lots of different opportunities. And of course, we also have the administration pieces as far as secretarial, food service, security, things like that. Okay.
And just one last thing, we actually do have our own job fair coming up March 14th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be at our Central Conference Center. If you want more information on that, please do check us out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, a few more organizations, y'all. Hopefully what you're identifying is some similarities and differences. Some of the questions we can ask today about environment, work setting, mission, purpose, they can be really nuanced in this space because, again, we're all in the same industry, kind of focused on the same kind of causes and purposes here. So next, from right down the street, I'd like to introduce Rachel from the ARC, Carroll County.
So I'm Rachel. I'm the HR generalist at the ARC Carroll County. It's a nonprofit that supports adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Just helping them live the most fulfilling life that they can. We have a few different programs that we use to help do that. We have a day program, works with small groups, getting them out into the community. We're very community-based and helping them work on their personal goals. We have personal supports, which is one-on-one individualized support, going to the individual's homes, helping them with their day-to-day activities. And then we also have residential. We have 8 homes between Westminster and Colonytown. 2 to 3 of our individuals live in the home, and then our staff go in and help take care of them with their day-to-day as well, and also just doing activities that they enjoy and getting them out to the community. We also have a transportation department that transports some of our individuals to and from school during the school year. Yeah, we're hiring for all of those positions, part-time, full-time. We have some internship opportunities, volunteer opportunities. So if you're wanting more information, come see me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Rachel. Sorry, I stepped away there. Next, I would like to bring up Melissa from LifeSpring Counseling Services. Where did I put you? Hi, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Melissa Westner. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor, and I'm with LifeSpring Counseling Services. As a result of the pandemic, my office has gone completely virtual. All of our staff members work from home. All of our clients receive therapy from their work offices and work from home. We provide individual counseling services to children, adolescents, and adults for things like depression, anxiety, trauma, grief, and all of the other life things that are difficult that happen to us that might bring us to therapy. So I would say if any of you are looking to go towards a master's degree in counseling or social work, talk to me, ask me if you have any questions about that. We do sometimes have people who reach out, they want to learn some of the behind the scenes things that happen, as part of a counseling practice. We also specialize in providing brain spotting services, which we love. So brain spotting has been around for 20 years, but still a lot of people don't know about it. It's a form of therapy where you don't actually have to talk. So some people are like, I don't want to talk to a stranger, that feels really weird. But with brain spotting, you don't actually have to talk. The therapist will help you find a location in your visual field that is connected to the information that needs to be processed. And so that's one of the things that we really love at our office. We do take insurance. We want to make sure that counseling services are affordable and accessible. So we take Care First, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna, Evernorth health plans. And I would say if you are not yet in a place where you have a master's degree in one of those fields, but you are in the psychology field, this is a good time to be thinking about your own therapeutic work, to be able to do your own work, to see what it's like to be on the receiving end of receiving counseling services. So if you know that that's a path that you want to take, it's good for anybody. But if you're thinking about that, you might want to be thinking about, am I open to receiving my own counseling services? Am I open to doing that work for myself? So I will be over here. If you have any questions, please come on by and feel free to ask.
Thank you. I expect you all to ask more about brain spotting because that sounds fascinating. 2 more organizations, y'all. I'd like to introduce the Sarahs from Balance Point Wellness. Where are they? Over there by the window, yes. Nice applause, y'all, please.
Sorry. Good morning. My name is Sarah Krieger. I'm the Talent Acquisition Manager for Balance Point Wellness. And I'm Sarah LaMonica, a licensed therapist and our program coordinator for Adventure Therapy. Balance Point Wellness is a community-based holistic mental health and wellness center. We have offices located in Baltimore, Overly, Bel Air, Hunt Valley, and Salisbury, Maryland. We also recently expanded into Delaware and PA. We also offer a school-based program throughout Baltimore and Harford counties, and a huge telehealth division as well. In addition to therapy services, we also provide psychiatry, equine facilitated therapy, and wellness services, including nutrition and acupuncture. And we're always looking for new ways to connect with our clients and the community, including most recently, we added an adventure therapy program founded by Sarah.
So I operate our adventure therapy program in Baltimore County in Parkton, very close to here, at Genesee Valley Outdoor Learning Center. It's great for adults and children to get the opportunity to do another form of therapy using our high and low ropes courses, different types of initiatives for problem solving, healthy communication, and emotion regulation. And we are offering all kinds of groups and some individual sessions for adults and children this spring. And then this summer, we're even doing a summer camp experience.
For equine facilitated therapy, Balance Point partners with Bay Meadow Farm in Bel Air, Maryland, where clients work with horses, not necessarily by riding them, but it's more like grooming, leading them, and doing some ground exercises with them. We offer both individual therapy and group sessions in the spring and the summer.
There's such a high demand for mental health services in so many different forms. And Balance Point is really working to continue to grow and expand our services, and they're always open for new opportunities like my adventure therapy program that I pitched to them. While our focus is on therapy and psychiatry, it's also important to just use different types of opportunities and ways to help our clients.
And as our company continues to grow, as we have been expanding exponentially throughout the years, if we are always looking for new team members. So if you're interested in joining Balance Point Wellness, we are going to be right over there. Please do not hesitate to contact me or check out our website at bepointwellness.com. And if you have any questions, please come and see us. Thank you.
Thank you. Pardon me. And then last but not least, I would like to invite back to McDaniel College an alumnus, Ludley Howard from Pride Youth Services. And Ludley, if you can just project as our dining starts to open up, the volume starts to click in.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ludley Howard. I am a proud alumni of this establishment, graduated in 1984. So this is all new to me. It looks much different. I majored in psychology while I was here, then went on and got my degree in clinical social work from Smith College, which is located in Northampton, Massachusetts. I am the founder and CEO of Pride Youth Services. We've been in existence now for 22 years. We work specifically with adolescents. So we don't work with little ones, not necessarily adults, unless they, we work with adolescents and their families. So our age range is 14 to 18. We provide youth development programs. So we currently have an office in Rockville, Maryland. We work with 4 schools in Baltimore, namely Frederick Douglass, Patterson Park, Forest Park, and Reginald F. Lewis. And we also have an office in Philadelphia. So all the services we provide work really closely with our young people, particularly those young people who are at a crossroads, I would say. So we also work with court-involved individuals. In fact, we have what we call the Evening Reporting Center, which is based in Rockville, Maryland. We're only one of 4 in the state of Maryland that really work with our young people who are currently involved in the juvenile justice system. But we provide services to kind of keep them from remaining in that system or unfortunately graduating to the adult penal system. So what we do is very hands-on. We provide various groups, recreational programming. We have a speakers bureau where we identify careers that our kids might be interested in. And we bring people who represent those careers to kind of talk about what they do. We work with people who you have to at least have an undergraduate degree to come work with us, but you can be fresh out of school and come work with us. We really do. I like providing opportunities for young people to experience, right? We learn by doing. That's my philosophy. But we also have internship possibilities if you're interested in that. We're always looking for tutors to assist us in terms of working with our young people. And that's basically what we do. It's once again good to be back here on campus. I don't come back that often, although I have more recently for some of the football for homecomings. But once again, it's just a pleasure to be here. Thanks.
Thank you all for your attention, and thank you, of course, to all of our guests who came to visit or are with us today. So that's the most formal part of our program. So now this space is actually open until 3 o'clock for making connections, networking, just asking questions and getting to learn more. So please take advantage of the folks who are here today and the opportunities. Also, if you're here and you're like, I think my friend would be interested in learning more about that organization, please send them a text message right now and say, hey, between now and 3 o'clock, swing by Raj, come talk to this person. Again, we're in this space so that we can have some authentic or casual, comfortable conversations. So please make it what you need it to be. But thank you all for being here today. And yeah, we're all around the rooms with the separate balloons there. So thank you.
I will be back.